Hello, my name is Iona and welcome back to Nintendo News. This is a segment where we talk about everything Nintendo that has happened this week. Because let's face it, I'm a Nintendo gal through and through and I don't care about those other consoles. First of all, before we get into all the news, please ignore my outfit. It will make sense, I promise you. Just soon. Give me a second and we'll get to it. First of all, we'll talk about the news this week is Mediatonic. If you don't know, they are the makers of Fall Guys, and they managed to, this week, while updating the game, release the entire source code. And you might be wondering why that is so bad, and that is bad for one big reason. Hackers. So that's going to be fun to see how they managed to stop the hackers who now have the whole source code from cheating and messing up an online competitive game. Gonna be very fun. So it's not the best news for active players, but I'm sure they're going to find a way to figure it out. Next thing I wanted to touch on, if you haven't seen already, Katy Perry's Pokemon 25th anniversary song came out. Honestly, if it wasn't for the music video, I'd have had no idea it was anything to do with Pokemon. Like, the song has nothing. I couldn't even find a single link when I watched it to the song. It is an absolute bop. An absolute bop. However, I don't really know how it relates to Pokemon. I'm interested to see if they do anything with it, like whether it's going to be for the Pokemon films or something coming out. Judy, what are you doing? Oh, is she looking at that weirdo? Right, next up some Animal Crossing news. And first of all, if you haven't seen this week, there have been videos circulating all around the interwebs about being able to get in the pools and the baths and even the rivers in Animal Crossing. So let me now you might be seeing why we're wearing this outfit. Let me just run over here and show you. Honestly, this hack made me wonder why on earth this wasn't already a part of Animal Crossing. Like, you can go swimming in the ocean. So why not let us just hop in the tub? It shouldn't be that hard. Just ignore the Baby Yoda funeral in the background. I will hopefully be releasing a video this week that explains all of this that happened in my island. But basically, to glitch yourself into a bath or a pool, all you need is an unfinished puzzle that you place right near a curved corner. And all you need to do is climb up onto the curved corner, onto the puzzle. Once you stood up on the puzzle, you know you've already glitched. And run into the pool. And this is why I'm wearing this outfit. This has been so much fun. You don't even have to do it with a pool. I've seen people glitch into the middle of Stonehenge. I've seen people glitch into the little teepee tents. I've seen a lot of things. And the best part of all of this... Look at it! Hold on. Let's do this right. Does this not just give you all of the serotonin? But honestly, it's super easy to do. Getting into the river is a lot harder. I need to figure that one out because I don't know why I want to run in the rivers, but I just do. So now I can live out my hot tub Twitch streamer fantasy in Animal Crossing because who has the space in their house for a hot tub? Honestly. But yeah, it's beautiful. And all you need to do to get out of it is just yoink and you're done. You're back to normal. So another thing I wanted to talk about Animal Crossing is the increasing rumors about a DLC. And honestly, the more I've looked up about this and the more I've read about this, the more it makes sense. I'm obviously, as I said before, it's Nintendo. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm going to expect the bare minimum. However, a lot of suggestions have been... And this makes sense, honestly, because last week we talked about the sales numbers for Animal Crossing. It's the second most sold game. Honestly, they're going to have a slowdown in game sales, and a good way to make more money from a game is DLC. I personally think that if we're going to get it, it would be announced at E3. I don't know whether it will come out anytime close to E3, but I feel like if they were to do DLC, E3 would be the place to announce it. I personally feel like it kind of makes sense as to why this update was so lackluster. If you want people to buy a DLC, what are you going to do? You're going to show them that they're going to get a lot more from a paid DLC than they are from just the base game. And how are they going to make you feel that? By giving you a disappointing update. Again, I don't want to get my hopes up too much. I already acknowledge that this game has given me so many hours, so much gameplay that, you know, at this point, I feel like I'm just asking a lot of Nintendo. But if they do a DLC, I will die. A few things I'll be looking for in the DLC is obviously manifesting Brewster. Although I will say this again, Brewster, although amazing, I don't think will add that much gameplay to my game. I do want to see him, but I honestly, he's going to add what, like 10 minutes a day for me going to get a daily coffee in Animal Crossing, and that's about it. I would love to have more villagers that I could go hunt for. I love doing villager hunts, and I love the Sanrio villagers. I just wished they weren't just amiibo only, and I had to go hunt for them because I think that would have added a lot of time for my game. I also am manifesting more fruit. I don't know why, I just think banana trees would be really heckin' cute and I'd love to see it. A lot of people are asking for second islands. I feel like there should be an update at least allowing every new character, like new user on the Switch to get a new island. Like that would give so much replayability if you could just go on a different user on your Switch and have a whole new island. It's kind of ridiculous that you need to buy a whole new Switch if you want to have a second island. All right, talking about some new games. One of the funniest things that has happened this week to do with the Nintendo Switch is the release of a calculator app. Now, this app costs £8. £8 to have a calculator on your Nintendo Switch. Bear in mind that I don't know a single mobile phone that doesn't have a free calculator app or a way to get a free calculator app on it. It costs £8 for it, but the best part of the whole thing is the fact that there are reviews of this on Metacritic. And not only are the reviews absolutely hilarious, I'll put some up on the screen, calling this game of the year, yada yada yada. The ranking of the game, like the score, has been skewed by people just giving this full marks, and it makes me laugh a lot. Don't buy this, please. But just go check out the reviews and go have a laugh because they're so funny. Another game this week has released is Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. They both came out as a bundle this week, and both of them have entered the charts on the Nintendo eShop pretty high, which is pretty cool. I had a look at the reviews because Subnautica isn't really a game I've gotten into, but I know a lot of people have. They seem to be saying that this is actually a really good port, which is really promising. If you don't know, Subnautica is an underwater survival game, and it combines crafting along with an open world game, and apparently has a pretty good narrative as well. I'm so glad that the port is good, and it looks to be a game that a lot of people are picking it up. So if you ever wanted a portable version of it, or you don't have a very good PC that could run it before, then now's your time to go get it. Finishing off with the game sales this week. First of all, we have Among Us. I feel like everyone knows what Among Us is. The Switch copy is okay. I personally, from what I've seen about it, still feel like the mobile copy is as good as the Switch copy, and it's free. But if you wanted it for super cheap on the Switch to see what it's like, then now is your chance to go do it. Cooking Simulator is also on sale. I have played this game. I made the mistake of buying it when it was on sale before. Not only are the controls really hard on the Switch, I think you can play it VR. I think the issue is it's a VR game that has been changed to the Switch. The controls aren't great. The game is actually really hard. Like, it expects you to memorize all of these recipes once it's taught you how to do them. And honestly, as someone who gets motion sick, that game makes me pretty motion sick. I'm not gonna lie. But if you wanted to try it out for super cheap, then you can go do that now on the Switch. But I didn't make it very far. I played like an hour of it before I never picked it up again. And finally, a game which I might be picking up myself is Katamari Damacy Reroll. That game is on sale for £4 right now, and honestly, it genuinely looks like the kind of chaos I need in my life. If you don't know, this game is where you control a prince as a little ball and you roll around collecting junk. Gradually, you grow in size and start collecting larger and larger junk as you go, and eventually get to the point where you can consume things like buildings. Overall, this looks pretty fun for a £4 purchase, and I'm tempted, even though my bank account says no, because we have so many AAA games coming out. So that is everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed today's video with all the news that has come out this week. Again, if you want to see more of me this week, then be sure to check out my Twitch down below, where I play all Nintendo games 4 times a week. Hopefully I'm going to have another video out about the chaos that was my Nintendo... Hopefully I'm going to have another video out about the chaos that was this week on Animal Crossing, coming out later. It was very chaotic. We held a funeral. It'll all explain itself. It'll all explain itself. And I'll be back again next week for more Nintendo news. I'll see you next time. Bye.